It would sweep the country and cause countless parents sleepless nights for fear of their children's health. Polio, an epidemic that struck thousands of Canadian children. Among its unsung victims was a 6-month-old baby in Drummondville, Quebec, a beautiful baby girl named Zosia Ettenberg. Zosia would not walk until she was 3, following the first of many reconstructive surgeries. Progress through childhood was marked by wheelchairs, crutches, braces, and trying to live a normal life. When she announced she wanted to be a physiotherapist, the adults smiled indulgently. Zosia's disability surely would result in a limited life. But in May of 1966, she graduated from McGill University with a Bachelor of Physiotherapy. No special treatment. It never occurred to her to ask. And because of her dynamic personality and academic excellence, it never occurred to anyone to offer. A successful career at a series of hospitals led to the prestigious position teaching her peers at St. Michael's Hospital in Toronto. She was 28 years old. At 32, marriage and babies was a forgotten dream, lost amongst the drive to have a career. But in 1980, love found her when she married her soulmate, Mel. The following year, Zosia, realizing that the after effects of polio were still punishing her body, accepted a management position to avoid further physical stress. And Zosia and Mel adopted 2 brothers from Poland, both under the age of 3. Her life became a round-the-clock challenge and a round-the-clock joy. Raising their children, in love with each other and their lives, they were happy and fulfilled. In 1985, she accepted a position with Langley Memorial Hospital. It was to be an even better life. But this is where Zosia's life began to change dramatically. Life in Langley was great for 6 glorious years until Zosia was laid off. 1 month later, her adopted boys were diagnosed with fetal alcohol syndrome. 2 huge blows. She broke her knee the following February. Surgery followed and then a new job for a time, but more budget cuts meant beginning the search for employment again. She decided to change fields and started work in the financial industry. With the help of Zosia and Mel, the boys graduated from high school to begin successful lives on their own. Zosia's knee, which had never fully recovered, began to bother her again, and before long, she was using a cane. Surgery to fix the problem was unsuccessful, and after a lifetime avoiding it, Zosia was confined to a wheelchair and diagnosed with diabetes. Amazingly, she remained upbeat and positive. Little did she know the worst was yet to come. 1 month after her diagnosis, Mel was diagnosed with cancer. Mel had been her caregiver, but soon he was too sick. He needed her help. So she gave up her job and took a disability pension, her first concession to her challenges ever. 2 years later, after loving each other for over 20 years, Mel died. It was the lowest moment of her life. When you consider what she had gone through, 3 jobs lost, her son's challenges, losing her home, losing her husband, and on a disability pension, you might think the story just has to end here. But life wasn't finished with Zosia Ettenberg, not by a long shot. Still seeking work suitable for a person confined to a wheelchair, she decided to go back to school, and did go back, until a few days later when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Surgery and chemotherapy followed. Unable to go to school but determined to find a job, she applied for and was offered a position with Insurance Direct Canada. She completed the difficult and exacting exams during chemotherapy, and by the time she was told that she was cancer-free, she was earning enough money to leave her disability pension behind. That year, Insurance Direct Canada honored her with the Top Individual Sales Award for 2007. Out of all the health plan brokers and consultants across the country, Zosia Ettenberg was #1. She is publishing a book, and she promises it will be funny, because above all else, she believes that you have to laugh. It makes bearing the hard times possible. She believes that life isn't what you get, it's how you live. And hers is a life lived well, with strength, laughter, love, and the courage to come back.